Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here, traveling with Bruce. Thank you for joining me today. This is a video number 2. It's a series of my travels with my Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife through Europe using the Eurail pass. A lot of you may have thought about going to Europe and traveling by train. We decided to try it from the UK over to the continent, and we have basically a 2-month time frame that we're traveling, and we thought, why don't we pick up one of these Eurail passes they talk about? Maybe we can save some money traveling by train and avoid the airports. And so we picked up a Eurail pass on our mobile phones. This is mine right here, Eurail Global Pass, Flexi Pass, 15 days in 2 months. It's a first-class senior pass, and it's effective from May 19th till the 18th of July, 2022. 15 days. You can see here a total of all these buttons from 1 to 9. The first 5 have been used, a couple more to go, but this here video is about day number 2, going from London King Cross, from Edinburgh to London King Cross, and then from St. Pancras to Amsterdam. And this was a big travel day. We left Edinburgh in the morning at 9:30 a.m., got to London at 13:48, and these were the stops that the train made, which we didn't have to worry about. We had already received this ticket. We'd already booked it. We knew the train would stop in Berwick, Newcastle, Darlington, York, work its way to London King Cross. Here's the map that also is available on your phone. It shows you on your telephone. You can actually zoom this map up with your fingers if you have a smartphone, and you can see all the details of where this train actually travels to, all the way from Edinburgh down to London, right into London King Cross Station. We had been to the station a couple days earlier before our first leg going up to Edinburgh, and we acquired seat reservations from the London North Eastern Railway, or LNER Railway. So you can see here, Coach K, seats 21, 22. We got 2 tickets, one on the way up and one on the way back for reservations. No charge in that case. And this is a shot here of Edinburgh's station, Waverley. And as you slowly pan out here, you can see a portion of what Edinburgh, or a partial view of what Edinburgh looks like. Beautiful place, really neat, unique. We were there for several days, and we took the Azuma, the Azuma high-speed train back to London. We had no trouble. We had basically picked the train ride we wanted about 5 days before the actual trip. We had gone to King's Cross before we even got to Edinburgh, got our seats reserved on the way up, on the way back. Here we are in Edinburgh at the platform. You can see the tartan design on the train, which I thought was kind of cool. Looks like it's about an 8 different cars length. First class, second class, and we enjoyed it. The first class seating is 2 on one side, 1 on the other. Second class seating is 2 and 2. And I would say the train was about 3/4 full, half full, something like that. This is just pulling out of Edinburgh, and at the beginning when you're heading south, you're kind of along the seashore here. You can sort of see the water outside the windows. And unfortunately, you see a great shot, and you want to take it. By the time you get your camera ready, the train is past that area, and then you're looking at this. You're just looking at trees. You can't, the conductor won't stop the train, go back for you and take another shot. They're in a hurry. They got to get to London, but it's very comfortable being on this train, going up to Waverley and Edinburgh and back. Some of the views are really cool. Looking at that big villa tucked in amongst those trees there by the river, really pretty, gorgeous time of year. Now this is late May, just about summer, about to break out here. Very late spring. This is leaving Newcastle here. And, when you've never been here before, it's kind of neat. If you live here, you kind of go, boring. But if you're a first-timer, this is really, really neat scenery. Gotta say, Not complaining about my Eurail pass at all, actually. We bought it online. It cost us 1,300 American dollars for a 15-day unlimited travel in a 60-day window. And that's $650 US each, total of $1,300. Wi-Fi is available on this train, no extra charge. You just link in. So there are all kinds of people working on their laptops, folks on their phones. I was on my phone. I could look up stuff on the internet, no problem. And then you got the windows with the views and people pointing at different things. Fantastic. So we bought the pass online through our mobile phone, and I can book my tickets on the mobile phone. I can look up all the trains from Edinburgh to London or anywhere else, all I want. I pick the one I want, and many a time you don't have to worry about seat reservations, but for the highly traveled routes, you do. And we knew that we were going to get reservations for this train. We weren't going to take any chances that, Jennifer would be in one seat somewhere and I'd be on another car on another seat. That wasn't going to happen anyway, but nonetheless, we didn't want to take chances. When we got to London, we were going to St. Pancras, the station across the way from King's Cross Station. Here's the zooming in on the map that I was telling you about. You can zoom in, showing here St. Regent's Park in London, Hackney, Bethnal Green, and then you come in, there's your final stop. There's London, there's the Thames River. And here is St. Pancras. This station is right next door to King's Cross, and I walked around this station and decided to just take some random footage to show you the sort of old and new. This is the old original area of St. Pancras. The architecture here is stunning. This station has been completely redone on the inside, but the outside has been preserved with the big clock tower over there. It's pretty cool stuff from the 1900s. It's been around a while. And then on the another entrance you can go into here. This is the main entrance. This is I believe a restaurant area that I sort of stumbled into. I thought, well, I'll just walk in there. What are they going to do, kick me out? So I just walked in, looked around, just took a little footage there. That gentleman on the right there eventually asked me, can I help you? And I said, I think not. I turned around and went to another part of the station, and there is construction going on all over London, by the way. London is just booming. It's just growing out. They're never finished building this place. King's Cross on the right, St. Pancras on the left. The two stations are literally a street apart from each other. And if you want to go to Amsterdam, which we were doing on the Eurostar, you had to go into Pancras. So here we are inside Pancras Station, and we have booked our seats on this Eurostar train also 5 days ago. Here's the route under the Channel and to Lille in France, to Brussels, to Rotterdam, and then ultimately to Amsterdam. And same thing on your mobile phone, you can see the actual route you're going to take. We left at 18:04, 6 o'clock in the evening, 4 hours, 37 minutes. And we had reservations for this booked as well. Lille, Europe to Belgium, then Brussels to Rotterdam, and then ultimately Amsterdam. And seat reservations we purchased 2 days before or 4 days before. It cost us £35 each for these two seats in first class, coach 14, seat 48, and it included an airline-style meal that they brought you, and coffee, and wine, or beer, or soda, whatever you want. This is the departure area, very hectic. Trains leaving here every 20, 30 minutes for France and for Brussels and elsewhere. We utilized the wheelchair service, which was really handy. Jennifer being having a bad hip, we utilized the wheelchair service, took us right to our car. And I took a walk inside the one train here just to show you where all the racks are here for baggage. This is how you do it. You set up these trains with racks for lots of luggage. And in some cases, there's none. In other cases, there's lots of baggage all set up here. And that way you don't have bags all over the floor. Above the seats, of course, you've got the racks for your luggage. It works really well. This is second class, 2 and 2. Much more crowded and not as quiet as is first class. But the train ride was great, excellent service. By the time we got to Amsterdam, there were only about 25% of the passengers left on the train. Most had gotten off at the stops all the way up to Amsterdam, but we made it. It was late at night. Unfortunately, no wheelchair service waiting for us in Amsterdam. You're kind of on your own, so we kind of made do. Even though the elevators weren't working, we survived it. But Amsterdam is a unique place. I invite you to join me for my next video, where I'm going to talk about our visit to Amsterdam, including the stay that we had at this 5-star hotel. You want to talk about a treat. You stay at this place right here, the one with all the flags on it, the Amrath 5-star hotel in downtown Amsterdam. We were upgraded into a fantastic suite here. And I'll tell you, I got a video coming up for you all about this place and Amsterdam itself. I hope you're enjoying these videos. Still recommend the Eurail pass, I'll tell you that. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye for now.